I have to resign my job to start the program. I was discouraged, to be honest, because to be fair, the interview, I know I did not, I just gave up already even before going in. So anytime somebody asks me, I'll just say, with God, all things are possible. That was my answer. And that was my response to fear every time. Praise the Lord. I call this my "with God all things are possible" testimony. Sometimes last year, on a random day, I spoke to my manager about going for social work. We're just talking, and I'd make inquiries in Queens and all that. But I have to resign my job to start. I can't be working and doing it, and that wasn't possible. So I made up my mind that when I get my ILR, I'll do it. And as I was speaking to, I was just talking to her casually, and she was like, "Oh, the trust sponsors people for social work, but it's highly competitive." And she was like, "You know what? I'll speak to her own manager about it." And they had the conversation, and her manager met me one day and she said, "Oh, my manager spoke to her about the OU social work thing, that when it's ready, she's going to recommend me for it. But it is highly competitive." This is the second time they're saying it's highly competitive. And fast forward to, was it November this last year? She sent me the email and she said for the first time they are increasing the number. So among the 5 sectors in Belfast Trust that they are sponsoring, the children, where I work with children where I work they're sponsoring 14 people for the first time. It's always like 2, 3, but for the first time they're sponsoring 14. The remaining 4 sectors were just 2 people that were sponsoring. And I applied for it. And then Pastor, during crossover, he said, when he was praying the "with God all things are possible" prayer, he said, "You will get that sponsorship." And I held on to that word so much, like my life depended on it. I was so confident that I would get it. But the day I went for the interview, because I knew that it was just 14 people, somehow when I went in to get attended to, I saw the list of people that were there. So each room there were 4 rooms. Each room had like 4 people that were going to interview, and they had 3 pages. And I just gave up, like 14 people. 1 page alone has 14 people. So what am I doing here? I texted my brother and said, "I'm very nervous." I didn't tell him why, but because I saw the names, I was like, you know what? I was discouraged, to be honest. But every time somebody asked me about it, instead of me saying like, because to be fair, the interview, I know I did not, I just gave up already even before going in. So anytime somebody asks me, I'll just say, "With God all things are possible." That was my answer, and that was my response to fear every time. And last month I got the email that I was successful, and I told God, I said, "God, I'm coming back to return all glory to you, because I know it's just you, because I know I did not do well in the interview. Like, I just gave up already right from when I saw the name, but thank God. So thank God I got the scholarship, and yeah, fully funded, nothing. And I'll keep working and be earning salary. So I'll be working and I'll be going to school. Thank God."